So I'm not going back and forth with a man who thinks that they should be in my position. If you want to be in my position, get in my position.
Do you believe that?
Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show on YouTube at Bluff City Media. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Anthony Sain.
Acknowledge me.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to The Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, your host, Anthony Sain. Got Kenny Stubblefield behind the glass. Parish Sharkey will be joining me soon. It's a Wednesday, so y'all know how we do it. It ain't just a Wednesday, Kenny Stubblefield. It's the last Wednesday before the holidays, man. I'm up here looking extra bummy. Got my F-boy uniform on, man. Skinny joggers, man. Loose neck T-shirt on, looking bummy. Ankles ashy, leg ashy. Y'all know what it is, man. We about to go on vacation, man. We about to go on vacation. I don't care, man. As you know, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. We will not have a show on Friday, so we will see you guys next week after this show. Gonna try to give y'all all we got today, though, man. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. But since the last time we talked, Kenny Stubblefield, major news when I woke up this morning, saw news that Fred Smith, big trick energy, man, tricking off for the University of Memphis, dropped off a $50 million Stimmy. I don't know a lot of details of this. A lot of it don't make any sense to me at all. The two things I gathered from it is that Fred Smith dropped off that money, and I think the University of Memphis owns the Liberty Bowl now. Like, I think, which is the wildest thing I've seen in a while, just as far as stuff that you see on Twitter. Just like, oh yeah, by the way, the U of M owns the Liberty Bowl. I don't know what that means. I don't understand that part at all. I don't know. I didn't know that a school could own an arena that's used for other stuff as well. Like, I don't know. I'm sure it happens all over the place, but I don't know. I don't know how that works. Bluff City Media's own Zach Thomas was saying that the way that he reads it, that we got the arena only, that doesn't include Tiger Lane and the parking and all those type of stuff. I think it's just strictly for the stadium. Right. I don't know how any of that works. I think I saw something about the school still has to match his $50 million. Yep. And that the biggest donation that the school has ever had is $30 million, and that 50 would be an unprecedented amount of money to expect from the school. And I'll just say this. You know, I had to be petty. I'm happy that this happened, but I had to be petty. City's team, go get that money. If that's what it is, put your money where your mouth is and support Tiger football. Because, like I said, Fred Smith has done a lot. And now looks like the stadium is going to be in possession of the school and not the city anymore. I'm sure there's going to come with a lot of maintenance. Let's see what that looks like, man, for sure.
I'm going to speak this into existence, Anthony. One day in our lives, someone's going to come and ask us for $50 million, and we'll be able to give it to them.
Drop it out to them. Hey, I'm down for all that. I'll say this, too, man. This feels like there's more to be done. I think that we're going to see more announcements in the coming weeks and more genuine donations from other people.
Yeah, I would think
and possibly even Fred Smith again. Because the way that people are talking, like with the Grizzlies saying, yeah, we signed off on this, I think we're going to see some things that really make you feel good about the city coming soon, as far as getting these arenas, these stadiums done. Could I see what that gesture would look like? I don't know. But it feels like this is part one of something else that's going to happen. Yeah. I don't know if you agree with me. It's just a feeling I have. I don't think this ends here. Mayor-elect Paul Young spoke on it. Current Mayor Jim Strickland, he spoke on it. A couple of haters in city council, sour pussies out there, that's stuff they got to say. But this feels good. The Grizzlies part is not done. The Grizzlies still have a nice deficit of money they need to make up for. But hearing the Grizzlies say that we signed off on this makes me feel like something's already been taken care of. But there's a real plan in action that they really feel like. Because the Grizzlies ain't being charitable for nothing. You know what I mean? They're not saying, all right. Because there was a lot of money about to go into the Liberty Bowl, man. And I've seen the are those real designs?
Oh, yeah. Real? Those are real mock-ups.
Quit From who?
From the actual people who are going to be doing the work.
But that shit look cold as hell.
Bro. And if that, so that was.
That's what the Liberty Bowl about to look like, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Man, Southern Heritage Classic is going to be litty. That's how somebody said it. It's going to be extra live, but that's what it's looking like.
Yeah, no, they will turn that place into the best non-Power 5 stadium in the country.
Man, that shit look crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, it looks wild.
With the LED lights all around that joint.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be nice if it happens.
I think they said they're going to lose about 5,000 seats, which I'm down for.
100%.
Because the thing, man, like, I'll say this. I went to 2 games this year, and I'm looking at the games with a different type of eye than how I've looked at it in the past, even when I was covering games. I'm looking at it as a different type of eye. There's a lot of people there, but that stadium is just way too effing big for what they're doing. Like, I don't know. They need to I joked about this one time, like putting movie theater seats in there.
Yeah.
So it looks. I'm joking about that part, but I don't know what they're about to do. But I hope that they do something that kind of makes it where it's less seats. But
yeah.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, man.
But no, they're about to enhance the entire game experience for, they're going to have, they're totally switching everything around. They're going to be removing a bunch of seats out and putting in kind of VIP seating and like lounges and,
but that shit
club
look, if that mock-up is real, that shit look crazy, bro.
No, it does.
That shit like the shit that old boy on Bishop Sycamore had.
Right.
Shout out, maybe it's the same dude. Maybe the Bishop Sycamore dude is a part of the Liberty Bowl redesign team. Maybe Fred Smith never donated nothing. Maybe it's just a finesse.
Maybe it's a finesse. Yeah. No, man, it's dope.
Oh, man.
I mean, we had heard rumblings about this for a couple of weeks that Mr. Smith was coming in and going to be dropping a bag.
Man, drop that jump.
But I think the person that we should be thanking is Mrs. Fred Smith.
Yeah.
She's kind of the person who led the charge on this for University of Memphis. And again, this is a donation strictly from the Fred Smith Family Foundation, not from FedEx. Yeah. It's not a FedEx. It's not a licensing agreement with FedEx or anything like that. This is strictly from Fred Smith and his deep ass pockets. So it's dope, man. I mean,
shout out to Bumgarner who acting like he want to go apply at FedEx right now. Like he gonna work in the hub.
He does.
That man is just Freddie from FedEx.
Hey. It's interesting, man. The city absolutely, and my hope is that the University of Memphis really capitalizes on this large donation and starts to build out more of a fan-friendly donation wing, right? Like instead of just going to two people, let everybody get involved, right? Like make this if it's really the city's team,
just get the city in there.
Get the city in.
I got a campaign, free campaign. About to get y'all a free campaign here on the Edge of the Sain show to the University of Memphis. Stare into the camera. I got one for you. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
This is what we're gonna do, man. We're going to start a campaign called Bring the Mound Back Around.
Let's go. Let's go.
That was free. That was on me, man. Y'all done stole everything from the Grizzlies, man. So I'm giving y'all something free. You ain't got to steal it from the Grizzlies, man. Bring the mound back around. That's the campaign for the Liberty Bowl, man. What you think?
I love it, man.
Bring the mound back around, man.
Let's go.
Like you got this beautiful stadium you get ready to build. Go reach out to the people in the community. And I'll say this, man. Like I went to the game Saturday. I really had a good time. Like I had a good time. But it's just like they could really funk this out and like put some Memphis flair on this thing. That shit could be live, bro. Mm-hmm. But it's cool though. Like it's all right. You know what I mean? It'll get there. But I hope they put in a banging system where you can like really where the sound is like on top of you.
Yeah.
Cause it's kind of like it's not a good thing when you can hear where the music is coming from.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're not really optimizing your experience. But like I said, this feels dope, man. Especially when I saw the actual renderings of it.
And the fact that the Grizzlies signed off on it. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously the conversation has been going on behind the scenes for a long time.
Something's about to happen, man. Like
no.
Yeah.
I think you're 100% right. Yeah. I don't think the last domino has dropped or fallen on this. Mm-hmm. You know, I think this is like the start of it, right? Yeah. And so it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting to see how the city council, I think it's got to go back to the city council and they're going to do a vote on it. They voted to like, I think they had I don't know how many people are on the city council, but they have to get 7 votes to pass this through. Mm-hmm. They got 12 votes to bring this up for conversation next time. So the votes are there.
It'll happen. And I'll say this as we move on, man. Got my man Parish Sharkey coming on. I'll say this before we move on. If 200, what is it? How many million going to the Liberty Bowl?
120, right?
Yeah. If $120 million is about to do that to that shithole of the Liberty Bowl,
man, come on. That FedEx Forum.
FedEx Forum about to be crazy, bro. Oh man, let's go, man. The city team's united. United we stand, bro. It's going down, man. It's going down for sure, man.
Who's the Southern Heritage?
Fred Jones.
I immediately thought of Fred Jones today when that news came out.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember what he said on the podcast?
Oh, he let it's a grown man conversation. Grown man business.
Let the adults have the conversation.
Yep. He's known what's going on.
And
Listen, he's been in those conversations.
If there's an adult in the room, it's him.
It's him.
Right. But what he was saying was there are always going to be conversations, negotiations. Wiser heads will prevail. It was always gonna end up working out for the city.
Right.
So
I wonder with that LED light thing they got going around, can you do like home and away colors? Like if it's
absolutely. You know what I want them to do? I want them to have replace all those the lights up there that are the halogen lights that take 15 to 30 minutes to you shut them off. You take 30 minutes to get them back on.
Yeah.
Replace that all with LED and do some damn light shows during the game.
Yeah, man.
Right. Like you see the UT Vols, they do that with they score a touchdown. Man. They go nuts.
That new stadium, I'm down, man. Like it really makes me feel good to see the big money people in the city of Memphis about to do their thing. Because the Grizzlies, I think that's gonna go. They'll be here, man. That's happening.
Absolutely.
FedEx Forum is gonna get their renovations. I think it's gonna make concerts even better too. I hope it. I just keep thinking about the Hawks arena, man. I just keep thinking about their arena. The experience you have in their games, I just hope it's on that same kind of vibe because it'll be off the chain. But I'm about to get out your way, man. Like I said, it's a great day to celebrate. U of M is got their part. I don't have anything to say negative about that, really, man. I joked around, but I don't have anything to say. There are going to be people who are saying, why are we putting this type of money into a non-Power 5 arena? Hey, let's maximize what we got, man. Let's maximize what we got, man. If you got heroes in the city who are willing to throw money at this, hey, go ahead, because like I said, it's gonna look great when you're driving around that central Hollywood area. This new Liberty Bowl is gonna look effing amazing.
Bring the mound back around.
Bring the mound back around, man. Yes, sir. Add some seasoning to the sin, man, for sure. Let's get it. Let's get it. Is it still gonna be Simmons Bank sponsored? I guess. Yes.
If you ask Bumgarner, he wants to be FedEx Field.
Bumgarner fed right now, applying.
He's applying right now.
To work third shift. I owe this to Fred. I'll throw boxes for free.
I owe Fred.
During peak season. Peak season. I'll throw boxes.
Peak season Bumgarner. Peak season Bum G.
Yeah, man, we about to take a break, man. We come back, man. Parish Sharkey is going to join us for the sit down with Sain like he does each and every Wednesday. We'll see you guys in a minute.
Bluff City Media and Bluff City NIL are proud partners of Coaching for Literacy, a Memphis nonprofit using the power of sports to impact childhood literacy. When you donate to Bluff City NIL through Coaching for Literacy, your gift is 100% tax deductible. This partnership is a win-win-win. Tiger student athletes win in the NIL landscape, Coaching for Literacy wins by engaging Tiger student athletes in this monumental cause, and most importantly, elementary students in Memphis receive support to become strong readers. To donate today, visit coachingforliteracy.org/bluff-city.
Just taking off of, I don't even want to talk about the players first. Just taking off of Penny Hardaway coach team's track record.
Mm-hmm.
They typically, historically, play up to competition, whether they're the inferior team or not. And we've seen that throughout the last couple of years. And honestly, that's been a pretty hard critique on his teams, is that they kind of leave a little bit to be desired against inferior opponents at times, and then they know when to step up under the lights. This team, with how much experience and age that they have, and knowing the goal that they came here for, and knowing the conference that they play in, quality opponents.
This is that first opportunity to boost that resume so I can get to a tournament in my final year of eligibility for a lot of these guys.
Yes. So this could be a tipping point for what the non-conference schedule could be.
Right.
And I just feel like with a team with this many experienced veteran guys, they understand what's in front of them.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
TJ, was this a wake-up call? I'm nervous by that question. I'm not gonna lie. We prepared for this.
What are you doing?
We also need a little wake up call, don't you think?
Great heavens. What does that say?
These are smelling salts. This is called bottled insanity. It still sucks. Still sucks.
You're very familiar with the fart spray. First time I ordered that and it got to the house, I unscrewed the cap and sniffed it alone in my kitchen, and I woke up about 15 minutes later and I didn't know what happened. Energy, focus, and strength. I'm absolutely.
I'm gonna go to a little clinic after this.
I can't do it.
Just do it. You need a wake up call. I think this was a wake up call. Do you shake it up? How are you doing that?
That's not. Nothing's happening.
Can you breathe?
I mean, I don't understand.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. It's time for the Sit Down with Sain, as we do it each and every Wednesday with my guy, Parish Sharkey. The Grizzlies beat writer for Bluff City Media, man. Been chopping up with him earlier today, talking about all types of things. We're going to start off like this, man. We're going to get to Dillon Brooks in a minute, which is the hot button issue outside of keeping the team in town that we'll definitely talk about today. But we'll start this off with the Grizzlies. What I think has been their best game, even though it wasn't a win against Boston. I was in the building. And we have the whole it kind of made me think about something. Of course, today we're talking about this whole city's team thing all over again. Shout out to Fred Smith for dropping out that Stimmy. We talked about that in the beginning of the show. But I was at the Boston Celtics game, and I thought about something that the Grizzlies bring that no other franchise in the league is no in the city is able to bring, and that's outside market fans. You know what I mean? So I'm at this game, and I'm seeing a bunch of people in Boston jerseys and all these type of things. And it dawned on me, not for the first time. I mean, I knew this, but it just kind of really hit when I noticed it this particular time, that there are it's not like these are people from Memphis that are Boston fans. These are people within driving distance who are national Boston Celtics fans who are able to come into this building. Because it was packed in there, man. Yep. Like, it took a while to get out of the FedEx Forum the other night. You know what I mean? So, and that was the first game this season I came to as a fan. Really good crowd, really good energy. And that's the thing that kind of separates the Grizzlies games from
Tigers.
Yeah, because everybody who's going to a Tiger game is probably somebody from Memphis. You know what I mean? Right. For the most part. But like I said, it was a packed arena full of people. I'd say the majority of people were there from Memphis, but you had a lot of people who you could tell drove in from out of town. That's something that the NBA brings that college games just simply don't give you to that extent here, especially on the college basketball side.
Yeah, unless you're playing like we ain't got Kentucky to come here, but somebody like that, they would bring that. But yeah, the teams we play.
Yeah.
Now.
And even like with the regional stuff, we don't play a lot of regional teams.
Yeah,
like our
is that
right? So so you don't get a lot of that bleed in. But with that being said, I just want to throw that out there. But great game by the Grizzlies. You saw guys like Vince Williams Jr. have a good game. Santi Aldama came in. Those type of guys really are starting to kind of cut their teeth and kind of show they belong on this team. Especially a guy like Vince Williams, who you've seen with your G League coverage. Who's I've been a Vince Williams guy for a while. Like, I've been saying that guy can play. Like, there's something about him that stands out. What did you think about that game against Boston? What did you think about the turnout, the energy that the team had? Desmond, Bane, Santi Aldama, and Jaren Jackson Jr. all three had good games. What are your thoughts on that game? That game, as far as can the Grizzlies build off of that and kind of turn it into something that can look more like momentum going into this final stretch, really, the last 12 games before Jock gets back?
Yeah, well-played game. I did have more of a – and not to, I'm a positive person all the time.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of negativity the other game just in the sense that I'm tired of more victories. We're 3-10 now, so it's kind of tough to be like, we got to find a way to win. It's like we lost again when it boiled down to it, no matter how you slice it. But can we build on that? Sure, because you had the Spurs game the night before. You came back and won that one and looked very well in the second half, especially the fourth quarter. You had a back-to-back coming home against the team with the best record in the league, and you took them down to the end, and you kind of changed your lineup up. You put Santi at the 3, which I mentioned in my media takeaways article after media day that Taylor Jenkins mentioned, about Santi being able to play 3, 4, and the 5. he also started a game or two at the 3 last season. So I knew that possibility could come up and seemed to truly unlock his game because he had his best game this season, his career high in points scored. He was making, hella plays until the end when he did the behind the back pass with the game tied for the turnover. And ultimately, that low-key lost us the game after he missed ultimately the we could have been maybe 5-8 if we just took our business against Portland that first time in Utah at home. But yes, that's the bummer about it. But we'll play a game. Hopefully, I feel like they should be able to build off of it.
It feels like we should be a little closer to 500 than we are. It feels like we're a better team than our record. You know what I mean? Especially knowing this is a team that's going to get John Morant back, which will definitely change the floor of this team for sure. A lot of times this season, I've been kind of multitasking when games are on. If I'm watching on TV, I might be screwing around on my phone. I jump on Twitter, now I'm on Facebook, and I'm watching the game where we're down by 8 points, 8 to 10. You know what I mean? So it's like I miss a lot of the nuances of the game. And if I'm doing a watch party, I might be drinking, I'm eating, I'm talking to people that are there in attendance, so I may miss a lot of things. But this is a game where I kind of had to pay attention. I was there in the arena. I was watching a lot of things. And with that being said, there were certain things about Taylor Jenkins in that game where I was about to all right, man, I'm out on Taylor Jenkins, bro. Because I'm like, it was certain moments in the game, like, I'm watching at halftime. Guys they're getting up shots, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm watching David Roddy. David Roddy's out there missing everything at halftime. I mean, like, bro, typically these dudes don't miss in warm-ups, right? Like David Roddy, he's missing everything. And I'm like, man, I know what's gonna happen. Third quarter, first time out, first position swap. He's gonna bring David Roddy back in the game, and I'm watching him miss everything. I said, man, he's gonna kick it to David Roddy for a big shot. And he's gonna miss it. He's gonna play Roddy over Vince Williams, who was cooking in the first half. Mm-hmm. He's gonna come back to David Roddy. He's not gonna be ready. Lo and behold, he goes to David Roddy. He kicks it out in the corner for David Roddy to a big three. It's a miss. Those are the things about Taylor Jenkins that frustrate me so bad. You saw a guy in Vince Williams who was giving you quality minutes. That's it defensively, like nobody scored on him.
Man, he was.
But that's what he's a good defender. I call him Timu Melton for a reason, bro. I think he has a lot of the Anthony Melton in him. On both ends. I think he's a lot of things about him. If you let that kid cook a little bit, I think you can see he's a player. You don't come back to him, especially at the end of the game. You close the game with John Conchar and Zaire Williams, who weren't giving you much of anything. Oh. Those are two guys who are getting cooked on defense. You know what I mean? Didn't understand that Junior Lofton wasn't having a great game, but he had a great segment of play where he was playing defense on one end. I want to say he got a turnover. He gets a baseline dunk, crowds into it, momentum is swinging. You had Bismack Biyombo, who was about to come into the game with 5 fouls, 2 points, 2 rebounds, wasn't giving you anything but fouls. Why not just go a little bit longer until he gets burnt? Then you bring Bismack in. Like I've seen him keep Jaren out of the game way too long with his fifth foul. Yep. So why are you rushing to bring Bismack back? You know what I mean? So those type of things bother me, and I'm like, I just don't understand certain things about Taylor Jenkins when it comes down the field. But with that being said, where are you in this whole thing? Because I'm not out here saying let's fire Taylor Jenkins, but I'm not standing between him and the door. I'm not stressed out in front of the door like, no, we can't get rid of Taylor Jenkins. Like, I'm not there anymore. Now, I'm not blaming him on the season. I'm not saying anything about what games we would have won if this, if that. But it's little things like that Boston game, even if he had done the things that I'm suggesting, other people suggesting, he may still would have lost that game. But it's just like, man, I don't. And it's like I said, we joked a couple weeks ago about the whole Jacob Gilliard thing. I was like, bro, like, you didn't really like him. Like, y'all were playing, Ty-Mac. Y'all were playing Shaquille Harrison over him, if I'm not mistaken, in the preseason. And and Santi didn't start the game the other night. 2 nights ago against San Antonio. He had a good first half, and then you decided to bring him in starting in the second half. It's not like he came in like, I'm going to start Santi tonight. Yeah. Like, it's all reactionary. I know I'm talking a lot just to set up a question, but where are you on Taylor Jenkins as far as could they be better? Could he do better? Is it all injuries? Where are you at as far as that goes?
Oh, he can do. The last 2 shows on the guy at home.
Yeah, man, it's crazy,
he
bro.
Can do better. And I said on my Let's Be Real podcast that I was out on Taylor Jenkins. Back when we had Starting Five podcast, I was out on him about 2 years ago. Really. But I've never been a person. I understand it wasn't time to fire him, and even now I'm still. If they fire him, I ain't got no problem.
Yeah.
But
I ain't tripping at all.
But I'm not banging my head on the table saying they should fire him.
Yeah.
I understand the circumstances, and he can do better with the circumstances as well. But yeah, I never thought that he was the championship level coach.
Yeah.
But I know he's still young enough where he can grow with the team and grow into that type of coach. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm out on him, but he's still young enough in this coaching industry that I'm willing to give him a chance. I ain't just saying, hey, let's go fire him. But yeah, he it's definitely some improvements he can do. But if they fire him, it's not nothing. I'm like, oh, we can't do better. Yeah, we can do better.
Yeah, I see it the same way, I think. Tonight, we head to Houston to take on Dillon Brooks and company. Dillon talking big shit like we expected. Ain't no telling what Dillon's gonna do actually in the game tonight. These are one of those kind of matchups. I'm not gonna say whether I think the Grizzlies gonna win or not. I don't really care. I think this is what you want to see. You want to see a guy playing his former team. We're shorthanded, so ain't no telling what's gonna happen. And you know, if there's a guy that Dillon really feels a way about,
You already know.
it's Desmond Bane, bro. You know he feels a way about him because he's a guy, like, bro, not only did I watch them draft you, they took you at freaking 30 or some crap like that. And I saw them put you in front of me, and I saw you, like, kind of live what I thought my path was going to be. Because I think when Dillon got here, I think that when Dillon saw Jaren come, he saw them kind of setting Jaren to be up, but I knew Dillon's like, okay, Jaren can't score. Like, he don't know how to play. Like, I mean, I ain't really worried about him. But if y'all want to put him out in front of me, all right. Then you draft Ja Morant. All right, man. Okay, I get it. It's Ja Morant. This kid can play. Like, all right, so it's the big three. And he would talk like, okay, this is the big three. Matter of fact,
he said he was LeBron.
yeah, I think I'm LeBron in the big three. I'm the big brother to these dudes. Like, that was his whole mentality. Then you get Desmond Bane in. It's all right, man. Get this little baby arm dude. Like, where you come from? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you do in the NCAA tournament? Like, that type of mentality. So I'm sure he looks at Desmond Bane a way, man. Because you think about it, Dillon's like, all right, bro, I was the second best player on this team playing against Utah in the playoffs, right? And then Desmond Bane comes in like the next season, and he's the second best player playing against Minnesota. So I'm like, and they win the series. I'm sure Dillon felt a way about that. And I'm sure you're gonna see those two guys who speak with their chest. Both of them, they're vocal about how they feel about stuff. Desmond Bane ain't backing down for nobody.
Nope.
I don't think they're gonna get physical, but this is gonna be fun as shit tonight to see those two guys go at it, man. And 12's not gonna be out there, so Dillon's gonna be like, all right, man, it's gonna be me versus you, bro. Nobody else wants this smoke.
Which I hate because I think we played Houston 3 times before Ja Morant retired. It's like, dang, bro,
which is crazy.
One time.
Dillon gonna be bullying the shit out of them dudes. Because this is what I think is gonna happen. I don't think Dillon is going to go at Bane. I think he's gonna screw with like a David Roddy or a Zaire. He's gonna do some goofball stuff to one of those dudes who really ain't just gonna come at him. Or like Vince Williams or some dude like that. Jaren, somebody like that. And then Bane just gonna get in his face and they're gonna get to talking. And I'm telling you, bro, I believe in NBA agendas and conspiracy theories. If y'all don't think that we're going to start getting some real favorable calls towards the stretch of the season to get us in, because Houston, I don't think they're who they are now. Like, I don't think they're a top 4 team in the West. No. They're going to slide down to possibly into the play-in situation. I guarantee you the league is going to set it up where Memphis and Houston play each other in the play-in. Like, that's happening, bro. With Ja Morant, full blast Grizzlies versus Houston, that's happening. So what are you anticipating to see? And also, what are your thoughts on the things that Dillon has been saying? Like, this team's lost its swag. It's like watching your girlfriend move on to somebody better. Like, all right, bro. Like, all right, Dillon, we happy for you, but come on, though.
My thoughts on Dillon is, what was all this talking at when we lost Game 6 against the Lakers?
Yeah, ain't got nothing to say about nothing.
Yeah, what was all the talking at, right? That's all I got left on him on that portion. But the game itself, I do expect him.
I don't care what happens. I just want to see the shit. I just want to see the extra shit, man, because it's covered, bro.
I expect him. I don't know. I expect him to guard. He's going to guard Bane at some point. He's going to be trying. I expect Bane to really go off. Yeah. I don't think Dillon shutting him down. No. I think Bane's going to take this personal.
Yeah.
All the stuff and his talking, it's just going to keep. Yeah. I think Bane about to go off. He about to have his best game of the season.
It's times like this, man. Like I said for the in-season tournament, y'all need to mic up like freaking everybody, like for real. Like I want to hear Desmond Bane and Dillon Brooks what they're saying the entire game, because both of them talk, man.
Yeah.
I would love to hear those two dudes mic'd up for sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't care who wins, man. You know,
I just wish Marcus was going to be out there.
Oh, Marcus Smart, yeah. I hated that. Like Steven Adams ain't gonna be out there. Tillman, he's a tough dude.
Clark, I mean, no doubt.
Like all them dudes who like really would want it with Dillon, bro. They're not gonna be there.
And also, like with Dillon, his jealousy of whatever happened with Bane, like develop your shot.
Yeah.
Like Bane came in as one of the best point shooters
stroking
in the
that
NBA,
joint.
and
Yeah.
you bricking, brick after brick, wide open three in the playoffs.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait to see it, man. I know, man, I can't wait to see it, bro. Because I'm sure Dillon gonna be straight crazy tomorrow, bro. Like, I mean, tonight, I'm so down
Just
for
think what he been doing. He got LeBron over here reacting to him now. LeBron over here doing the too smile and stuff. Like,
yeah, man, it's gonna be fun for sure. I can't wait to see it at all. Santi Aldama had a breakout game another night, 28 points. If he had hit that game winner, it would have totally been the icing on the cake. It would have been a true breakout game for him. What do you see? Here's the dilemma I have, and this is the Grizzlies' ultimate dilemma. We pretty much know what Jaren is. Jaren probably would never be a center in the NBA. We've watched Anthony Davis be one of the better front court players of all time, and never show any interest to be a center in the NBA.
Yep.
So I could very well see a path. Kevin Garnett was 40 damn near before he decided to play center. but the point I'm trying to make is we may never see Jaren be a center in the NBA. So it creates this dilemma where you always have to have this guy who's your dirty work big that plays next to Jaren, that allows Jaren to play the way he plays, which is to his strength. And you have Santi, who's this 7-foot versatile. He can dribble the ball. We saw Santi bringing the ball up court. That's another thing I do give Taylor Jenkins credit for, too, because he's kind of taking point guards off the court. Because he's like, I've got Jaren, I got Santi. These guys can get the ball up court with Bane. So you don't really have to have, CP Wee out there, Jacob Gilly. You ain't got to have, Mighty Mouse. That dude has been hilarious. Seeing that dude in person has been the funniest shit, bro. When I saw the Celtics game.
The other game, Jacob Gilly, my guy, but I had told, I forgot who I told sitting right. I think I told Parker. He had, Derek White had the hairstyle. It was like, hey, he finally went bald. I was like, I need Jacob Gilly to go ahead.
Just go bald, man. But like seeing him fighting the screen with Wemby was hilarious in that picture, man. But now, what was I saying though? Oh, what kind of happens? The dilemma is that Santi can play the 3, but the ideal matchup would be if Jaren could be a 5, Santi could be a 4. Because when Marcus Smart comes back, this whole Santi small forward experience has to end. So what do you think happens? Because I've got an interesting scenario I've been looking at hard. I think Marcus Smart could be very good when Ja comes back. But I'm almost to the point where I'm predicting the Grizzlies to trade Marcus Smart at the deadline. Like, I really think that's about to happen, especially if this Santi Aldama thing can work, especially defensively.
Yep.
Because Tatum and them did not go off on Santi the other night, man.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking at that whole thing because I think Marcus Smart has probably more trade value than anybody on the team. I figured that because there are people saying, I'm seeing people putting like their mock lineups together when Ja comes back, and they've got Marcus Smart as your backup point guard. Like, no, they didn't trade that Golden State Warriors draft pick that looks good as hell right now, man.
Yep.
They didn't trade that draft pick for Marcus Smart for him to be your backup point guard to play 10 minutes a game behind Ja Morant. So I'm looking at it. I'm looking at that could possibly be a trade. So put that to the side. But Santi Aldama, what do you think about his prospects for the future?
I could see that possibility of what you just said because Marcus Smart, he won't necessarily be the strict backup point guard. He'd be a combo guard.
Right.
And I've been wanting the Grizzlies to get a backup combo guard that can play 25, 30 minutes as a combo guard because that was probably when D Melt, he couldn't be a point guard.
Yeah.
He was mostly strictly a shooting guard. So I can see that scenario and them starting Santi, but I doubt Taylor Jenkins is bold enough to do that move.
Because how do you tell Marcus Smart you're not starting?
Yeah.
Not like, bro, I played for my team went to the East Conference Finals every year for the last 5.
Yep.
You think I'm going on the bench for Santiago Aldama? Come on, man.
One scenario I really could see is where you start Santi and bring Marcus off the bench, but the end game lineup includes both of them in there with
Jaren at the 5, Santi at the 4.
The end of game lineup features that, but starting you start Santi with Marcus Smart come off the bench. I can see that scenario, or with Marcus starting Santi come out of the bench with the same end game lineup.
Yeah. How concerned are you with the Luke canard injury because that doesn't look good. Like that goes from soreness to bruise to we'll check again in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what got me. That reevaluate 2 weeks. We heard there was Steve Adams.
Yeah, that goes bad.
I saw what happened.
That goes bad quickly, man.
Yeah.
What do you think this stuff is? The stuff we're seeing with the Grizzlies and injuries. Do you think this stuff is like bad luck, or is it? Because I don't know, man. Like I don't really know how that works. But it seems like for something where guys are putting that much wear and tear in their bodies, it seems like your training staff and your medical staff has to have some type of blame for why these guys' bodies aren't be able to endure an NBA regular season. And we're like what 12 games into the season. And you got guys who are you've just been destroyed by injuries. So do you think that's like a organizational thing, or is this just bad luck? Do you think?
Or both? I think it's a mix of both because even like when I compare the Grizzlies to the Titans, they compare everything because the Titans the last 2 years had the most injuries in the NFL, and it was like the same thing. Like fired the strength and conditioning staff. I'm like, there are certain players who hadn't missed a game in time period. Jaren used to have injury problems.
Now he ain't having no more. Yeah, so it's like, crazy, bro.
That's why I say it's a little bit of both. It is some bad luck, but I feel like there is some, because you are having too many injuries for me just not to believe. Like, I don't know. And some of it's on the players because some of it's the players are not on their own, working out on their own. They ain't trying, I'm not speculating. I don't know what they're doing, but there has to be something in with that as well.
Yeah. Something else that I've definitely noticed is teams are kind of blitzing Desmond Bane, like they're almost trying to get the ball out of his hands. That's something that once John Morant does get here in 12 games, you ain't doing that no more. Like, you're gonna have to play those kind of guys. What does that look like to you when you got John Morant back? Desmond Bane is cooking like the way he's cooking. Jaren is having games where he's giving you anywhere between 15 to 30 sometimes in different games. What does this team look like offensively just by adding John Morant to the mix?
Like it looked last year before Desmond Bane hurt his foot. Literally. Last year when the season started, I remember that Brooklyn Nets game specifically when Ja and Bane both had like 35 points apiece against Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, and I played them. So it's going to look like that. And like I said, Jaren mix and match when he come in, Santi do what he do it. It's really going to be free-flowing. It's just more of the depth piece that you worry about with all the injuries and the younger guys fitting in. Is Taylor Jenkins going to continue to play Vince Williams instead of Roddy and Conchar, or he going to lean more on them two instead of, what he do with the back end of the rotation would be the bigger problem that we have at that point.
We talked about in the beginning of the show, of course, the big news, University of Memphis, with the whole Fred Smith thing and, funds now being able to be used for the University of Memphis. And the Grizzlies approved that whole part of it.
Yeah.
How do you feel Mayor-elect Paul Young says he feels like he can get this together, like he can make this happen. He's been in meetings. He's been a part of what's already happened. Jim Strickland said he feels like a deal is going to happen soon to get the Grizzlies here for 25 years. How confident are you in those type of things happening? Because I think there's still like a couple $100 million shortfall still that they're looking for. How confident? I know you're a guy that works with the city as well. Yeah. How confident are you that all those parties will come together to make that happen?
It'll work, and like you said, I work. I'm project manager, construction project manager, so I work with. We have a bunch of projects with the city of Memphis. So it'll all end up working out. I always thought all the arguments this summer is stuff was just useless because it's like at the end of the day, y'all arguing over something that's 5 months from now it's gonna get settled. It's business. It's always negotiations. That's how business goes. So you're gonna have some party that feels disrespected by another side, and they come out in the news and do some different things. And that happens all the time in business. So I really never really had a true push or push on anything. I really always thought everything ended up working out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down for it, man. I think everything will be good. We had Paul Young sitting in this very seat. Yeah. He seemed very confident that he had a plan. This is what he does. He city builds, man. You know what I mean? And I know guys like you. You've worked alongside him. So I do. I feel good about it. We got Parish Sharkey, who's worked right beside the man. I think he feels confident that the man's gonna knock out certain things. That's the thing I love about Memphis and Memphis media, man. We have people who like we write articles, we do podcasts, and we also build the city.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I work for United Way, working with young people and just working with things that benefit young people, things that combat poverty. this fatherhood initiative we're working on, all these type of things, and then we come in and we do these type of things too. Like this is our whole life is not talking about the Grizzlies or the Tigers. So that's something I do love about Bluff City Media is just what we do on this show for sure, man. But we're about to take a break. You'll join me for the three-pointer, man. We're gonna take a break. Parish Sharkey gonna join me for the three-pointer. This is what we do on a Wednesday, man. We'll see y'all in a minute.
All offseason, our biggest point of contention or our biggest question mark, Memphis finally has all the pieces that they've been missing in the past. They have three-point shooting. They have bigs. They have everything. They have the star point guard. They have everything they haven't had in the past at the same time. The one drawback that we could consistently go to was they've never played together.
Yep.
It's a new team. How's it going to mesh? How's it going to work? How are they going to get through this crazy non-conference schedule with a team that hasn't played together outside of a few months practicing?
Yep.
And they answered that question.
First test passed as an A.
Yeah, because we've been so concerned about chemistry and gelling and how long is the gelling going to take. Can't have that. The conference is too bad. Non-conference schedule is too good. And they answered the bell.
There's a different sense of urgency for Penny with this particular team because I think he knows what he has.
Yeah.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
We have more capable shooters on this team than we've had in a while.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm not like, I don't know that we have one that is like flat out just dead eye.
Man, too.
But you've got 5 or 6 that can come out and hit 2 threes every night.
I don't know, for a second there, Jaquan did not look like he planned on missing.
Well, David Jones' the second half looked like he didn't plan on missing. I mean, Nick Jourdain's knocking down balls. Jonathan Pierre threw one in there.
I don't know if this is going to make sense, but they looked more like a team than previous Penny teams. Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
This early in the year, for sure.
Well,
I think you come second half of the season, every Penny team to date has looked like a team playing together, roles defined. But to the point, it's taken a chunk of the season to get to that point.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. Bluff City Media and Bluff City NIL are proud partners of Coaching for Literacy, a Memphis nonprofit using the power of sports to impact childhood literacy. When you donate to Bluff City NIL through Coaching for Literacy, your gift is 100% tax deductible. This partnership is a win-win-win. Tiger student athletes win in the NIL landscape. Coaching for Literacy wins by engaging Tiger student athletes in this monumental cause. And most importantly, elementary students in Memphis receive support to become strong readers. To donate today, visit coachingforliteracy.org/bluff-city.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. About to do this thing called a three-pointer with my man, Parish Sharkey. We're going to talk about 3 things going on in the city of Memphis. We're going to keep it local today. Number 1, Tiger basketball is preparing to take on Michigan today in the Battle of Atlantis, if I'm not mistaken, at 4 o'clock today, taking on the Michigan team coached by Juwan Howard, who had a team that was a Final Four team a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken, right? They had your boy that played for Orlando was his guy at the time.
Franz Wagner.
Yeah, my boy Franz Wagner. Hopefully future Grizzly Franz Wagner, man. But anyway, I feel good about this Tiger team. But I will say this. I don't feel as good as I felt the night we beat Missouri. Because Missouri ain't looking like that team at all, man. But that shit was looking like we was supposed to be there. It looked like shit never been down at the half by them dudes, for sure. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a little worried about what we are at this point. Because seeing Missouri lose the way they lost to what, Jackson State or something.
Hey, we beat Jackson State.
Maybe Jackson State's better than we thought they were.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
But Williams got them boys playing over there,
Yeah,
man.
maybe that's all it is, man. Maybe we need to. Maybe we should be ranked. Maybe Jackson State should be ranked higher than they are. But no, I feel good about this team for sure. Nothing changes as far as that goes. Told y'all ass that FAU was a damn fraud. Lost to Bryant the other night. Not Kobe Bryant. Not Bryant's breakfast. Not
Did you see Bumgarner?
Yeah, man. Oh man, get y'all. I told you them dudes a booty, man. Like, bro, FAU is not that good.
Man,
bro.
I watched that game.
For real.
And dude, FAU looked. It was in their home arena.
Not Lane Bryant. They ain't losing Lane Bryant.
I don't know.
Man, they looked terrible. Like it wasn't like it was a close game and Bryant was hitting shots that they never hit, like that kind of stuff.
Nah.
They just got
their ass smacked.
They got smacked.
Man, thoughts and prayers for FAU media kid.
What's that media kid's name?
What's that dude's
name? JJ something?
JJ something. Little JJ.
Little 11-year-old JJ.
Y'all don't be mean. Don't add him. I'm not actually doing it at all.
No, man.
But I do want to see what he has to say, though. For real, I do want to, because that little dude been talking,
That
man.
man's a talker, bro. I've never seen a fan base talk so much.
Yeah.
That's why y'all ain't heard from him.
I'm talking about them folks on mute, but hey, bro, I told y'all, I said Memphis is gonna beat them dudes twice, bro. That's happening, bro. Them dudes are not good, man.
Have you seen their arena they play or their stadium? They,
Man, them folks playing at Wooddale Gym.
It's worse than SMU's.
It's a smaller stadium. It's a smaller court than El Marone.
Man,
Oh, nah.
get them out of here,
About
bro.
200 people.
Get them out of here.
It's tough.
Get them out of here. Go Tigers. Kenny, I don't know much about this Michigan team. How you think this game goes down tonight?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know a whole lot about them either.
Juwan Howard's kind of looked bad.
Yeah,
Since he's had to get his own dudes.
Yeah.
Since he got Franz Wagner out there. Yeah, they're not.
Because if I'm correct, I might be wrong on this, but wasn't Franz with the white dude, the Bayline guy?
He wasn't the Juwan Howard guy.
That wasn't Juwan's guy, right?
Without Juwan, him and his son, like they're not. I don't think they're the same team.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, they should. I think they should smack Michigan around a little bit.
I'd love to see it.
Michigan. I think they won. They had a pretty big win already, but I don't honestly know a whole lot about them. I'm ready for that. I'm waiting for that second round matchup against Arkansas. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I don't want to look past Michigan. I want to look past Michigan, but I want to see us win this Michigan game. I think that'll be a good. If we come out of this, you beat them, then you mess around to beat Arkansas. Y'all can hopefully stop crying about this top 25 stuff. Like, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, man.
Doesn't matter, man.
As a guy who's, man, like I say all the time, I'm a Grizzlies fan because I was a Tiger fan. Like Elliot Perry, those guys are the reason why I care about the Grizzlies. And seeing Elliot Perry still connected to the Grizzlies does 5-year-old, 6-year-old Anthony Sain well to see that, right? But it's like we just do too much bitching and moaning, bro. Like over the pettiest of stuff, bro. Like why do we care about that? like your top 25 ranking doesn't even have anything to do with you getting into the tournament. It don't even have to do with your tournament.
We ain't finished November yet.
Yeah, man. Like who cares, bro? Like
I done seen us be ranked top 10, top 14 to start the season
and be
fall
sorry.
out 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
Like,
just win games, bro. Like do good in this tournament, and I guarantee you're gonna be top 25.
Well,
top
let me
15.
provide the counterpoint to this, okay?
All right, go ahead.
It's more so because of the insanity that the AP poll is, right? Like the amount of ridiculous people that they have voting on the AP poll that have no business watching. They don't even watch the
games. No.
Like for instance, USC unranked last week in the AP poll, lost to UC Irvine last week,
And they got in?
Got ranked.
and they got ranked top 15.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like FAU loses to Bryant
Right.
at home,
And they done
Still
failed
in.
on a couple
and they
spots.
go down one spot.
Yeah.
Like that's the stuff that I
It's
think that's
pointless,
the
but-
annoyance,
But
right?
if that's the
That's why we
case, why do we
shouldn't
care? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who
Kinda goes
gives a
back to
shit?
that.
What's the equivalent? Like, let me ask you this: Tiger fans that get upset about AP poll, what's the
Grizzlies,
equivalence? Grizzlies what's the Grizzly equivalence?
It's
Power
some-
rankings.
No, it's something they do all the time. No, I'm gonna tell you what bothers me with Grizzly fans do: bitching about national TV games.
That's it. That's
bro,
it.
why
That's
do you-
it.
I just saw that today too.
You saw they got rid of the Dallas game.
Yeah,
December 1st.
Like, bro, y'all bitch about that mess so far. Oh no, it's a new one now. Oh, there's a new one. The suspension, but what about the same energy
Oh, bro,
suspension?
I'm so sick of that, bro. Every time somebody get in trouble, I'm like, bro, just let it go. Those 25 games is still staying.
Every
bro.
hard foul, oh man, that's assault, ain't it? That's like, come on, man.
The Draymond Green is when it jumped the shark when they suspended Draymond for 5
Oh
games.
man, we lost our mind.
Yeah,
We lost our mind. Yeah, that's the Grizzlies equivalent of that for sure. But speaking of assault,
Good segue.
You're a professional.
man.
Anthony Sain's a professional. Let nobody say otherwise.
Don't play with me, bro. I'm a transition master, bro. But man, D-Tap cleared of all assault charges. Is that am I right? Is that what we're doing? He was cleared of all that.
Yep.
The police dropped the charges.
Ja Morant is gonna walk away from this on him. He's gonna unscathed so much,
He
man.
ain't got to pay no money.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna drop off a dime because that was the saving grace. Like D-Tap, it being looking like we jumped this kid. That was the thing that was gonna make it look like Ja's gonna go down with this.
Right.
But you ain't even got him on nothing. Oh man, it's a wrap.
It's a
man.
wrap, bro.
We wasting time at this point. Thoughts and prayers out. Shout out to everyone who was praying with me last night as we prayed for Ja Morant to take his ass straight home after the concert. He was at the Rod Wave concert. I love it, man. Like
Yeah, he was at
having a good time
a couple months ago. Like
He was vibing with his
That was
chick or
chill.
something like that.
Man, this is what I love to see, man. You saw Ja in the VIP booth. He was vibing. He was doing his thing. And, he probably slid out. He probably went under the building some type of way through a tunnel that we ain't never seen before. And hopefully he had him a VIP party at the house, invite only. I'm hoping he did something like that. Hope he kicked it. Hope he had a good time. We ain't seen nothing. We ain't seen no Twitter activity. I woke up. I jumped on Twitter. I woke up. I jumped on Instagram. Woke up. I jumped on Threads. I woke up. I maneuvered through Instagram models just to get to Ja Morant's page, man. I went into the deep ends, man.
Right? Just to see.
Just to see.
Just to see.
Yeah, I ain't seen nothing. Shout out to Ja Morant, man. Prayers of the righteous, man. Avail much, man. Ain't
Let me ask you this.
Ain't it right, Parish Sharkey?
Speaking of Rod Wave,
I have no clue who that dude is, man.
I show.
Like people like, somebody was like, he's our generation's The Weeknd. Like The Weeknd ain't y'all generation.
Yeah, when did the weekend become a previous
like,
generation?
am I that old? Shit.
Right.
Hey, damn, man. The Weeknd is new to me. Like shit.
Speaking of
Last I looked up, he was being a fake ass Michael Jackson.
He just
Like,
hit the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
shit, man. You tell me that dude ain't y'all generation?
So Boosie sued Rod Wave.
I saw that.
I saw
What the
that
hell
right
is that
after
about,
that.
bro?
Did Boosie break code a little bit?
Boosie crazy, man.
What is that story, bro?
Apparently, a bunch of artists have been sampling Boosie's tracks, and so Boosie sued him to get his money. He made a diss track about it and then sued him. And Rod came out and was like, "Yo, man, like all you had to do was reach out to me, man. I'll make sure I'll drop off some bread to you." Like,
And that man was sounding scared as hell. Oh, man.
yeah, he was. Hey,
Yeah.
if you know,
I ain't
Boost-
never seen this dude. But there's too many dudes out now, bro, that do not look like musicians. Definitely don't like they sing. Is Rod Wave a singer or a rapper?
rapper slash.
Ain't rapper.
He's a rapper,
Mostly a
but
rapper.
he like he's like a love song rapper.
So he's black.
Like
What's the
that
name?
I Love McConaughey dude who did the club going up on the
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah. So he's like black. What's the name? Come on, bro. Shit. Dirty looking white boy. Mama moon like psycho. Mama man.
Oh.
What's that dude's name?
Not Post Malone.
Post Malone.
Post Malone.
Yeah, so he's black Post Malone.
Posty is way better. I'm a big
we
fan.
might just sound old saying that.
I'm a big fan of Post Malone.
I need to go on the Rod wave. Seems like maybe I'm missing out. But he's a big deal, and he had a friendly. Nobody got shot. Nobody acted a fool.
Yeah. That's what
At
you
the
need.
concert, hey, I'm down for it. John went straight
John went
home.
home.
We hope.
Hashtag.
If he didn't record
He
nothing.
didn't get in trouble.
Right. So yeah, shout out. Because if something happened, it probably would have been up there this morning. You know?
Oh, absolutely. It would have been up there this morning.
And shout out to all the racists out there in the world who damn. Man, if you want to see some nasty stuff, man. Oh man, Tennessee Vols fans are so gross, man. Good God, bro. But anyway, yeah. So
Wait, what happened with that?
it was this dude. I blocked his ass last night. I'm the type of dude you ain't got to say nothing to me, man. If I see you interacting about something I'm
Me
kind of
too. I'm
interested
the same
in,
way.
and you racist, I'm blocking your ass. I would never have
top.
interaction with you. Like yeah. So one guy was like, when I put we praying that y'all go straight home, he puts thug or something like that or waste of time or something like that.
Why don't you just say it? Say what you want to say.
Yeah, man. It's
Right.
Yeah, just go ahead and say it, man, for sure. Number 3, University of Memphis lost to SMU. Just can't get over the hump, Kenny. I was in the building for the first half. I blew that joint. I blew that taco stand in the
Did you
second
get out of there second half?
Yeah. I had something to do, man. My nephew had his first birthday party. Shout out to my niece who put together the dopest first birthday party I've ever seen in my life, man. She had like a electronic bull in the backyard. It was like a rodeo theme.
Wow.
Like my little nephew had his Carhartt gear on, man. She had like a haystack in the living room set up with the big number 1 with the lights in it.
What's up?
cow print stuff everywhere. Like, it was a bull, electronic bull out there. That shit was fun as hell. I had my ass out there on electronic bull. But yeah, I think I did a hard 12 seconds on that joint. But yeah, but
you didn't take video? You didn't have Gabe take video?
I got video. I got video of me, Gabe, my people.
Let's throw it.
No, we ain't do it. I might though. Real shit. I might let y'all look at that.
Let's do something with it.
I might throw that in there somewhere at the end of the show or some shit.
It's coming up right now. No, I'm just joking.
So yeah, well, we can though. I don't care. Whatever. But what I was about to say, yeah, I missed the game, bro. What happened, man? Like, okay, so I'm in the car.
The same thing that happened the last 3 years.
It's the same story.
No. Like, there was a drive where Memphis was down 3.
Yeah.
And had the ball in SMU territory. So I saw this when I was getting out of the car. So I got in the car and started, screwing around, getting in the house and getting Gabe situated and all this type of stuff. And I look up and Memphis didn't score. Like, what happened?
I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep when they fell down by 10.
What happened? And nobody could even answer my question on Twitter when I asked what happened.
I don't know. I
honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep in the fourth quarter. I woke up and the game was over. I was like, oh, damn, we lost again.
Yeah, so I think
what there was a moment in the third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, or the middle of the third quarter, where the Tigers, I think they were down 21-14, came back. They went on like a 6-minute drive and scored a touchdown and tied it up. Momentum was it was a 2-point conversion, so it was 21-13, I think, and they had a 2-point conversion, tied it up at 21-21. All the momentum was their way. They had stopped SMU like 2 or 3 times in a row. SMU went on a drive, a 2-play drive, and scored in like 70 seconds. And then Tigers came back, had another drive, tied it up. SMU scored on 6 plays.
Again.
I mean, it was like there was just the defense is what it is, and I think you got a couple of really good in that first half, especially. You got some really good stops out of them. They stopped SMU from doing much. Their quarterback Preston Stone didn't have much going on, and the offense played really, really well until they didn't, and they just couldn't capitalize on that momentum. Yeah. And against a team like SMU, you can't do that.
You assume that they'll still play hard for the last game of the season.
I don't know. We had that conversation last night. I don't know.
You think?
I don't
Who
know.
they playing? Somebody sorry.
They always struggle at Temple.
Yeah, Temple's a tough game on the road.
They always struggle.
It is a road game.
But Temple's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
so the question,
Charlotte was terrible too.
Right. No, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We had a whole conversation on the bluff about that last night.
But here's the thing: they're not gonna replace Ryan Silverfield. He'll probably come back with a new defensive coordinator. He'll be back. They'll probably extend him. Whatever. There'll be a whole discussion on whether they should have done that or not. But he's really an opportunity now, man. Where regardless of how this year played out, if he really hits it hard with on the transfer market in recruiting, he can kind of do whatever he needs to do. Because they're right there, man. Like in those other teams, you don't know if they're going to come back good or not. He's right there. He's got the ability in this conference to be wherever he wants to take this team. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We'll play it out. I ain't really tripping about none of that at all, man. But we're about to take a break, man. That was the 3-pointer. When we come back inside the same brain, it's going to be a special Thanksgiving edition here on the Anthony Sain Show. We'll see you guys in a minute.
You cut the rotation down, which was good to see. Very early on, you played quite a few. But what a quote from Rick. Talking about the rotation in the second half, the rotation got cut down because it was time to stop experimenting and time to win a ball game.
I love it.
Can we get that tattooed somewhere?
I wonder if they stick with that, though. I understand there's some conference games you're going to be able to play some guys.
Well, you can experiment when you're up 30. Let's not experiment when we're down 10
in such a pivotal game on the road.
Yeah.
I know it's only the second game of the year, but it's pretty damn pivotal. Considering you don't have many of those lying around, challenging road games, you need them all because you're not going to get any favors in conference.
But you got a heavy dose of those 4 though, with Jones, Walton, Quinterly, and Mills all playing. David with the least amount, 27 minutes, but then you got 33, 34, and 33 out of Mills, Quinterly, and Walton.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. Bluff City Media and Bluff City NIL are proud partners of Coaching for Literacy, a Memphis nonprofit using the power of sports to impact childhood literacy. When you donate to Bluff City NIL through Coaching for Literacy, your gift is 100% tax deductible. This partnership is a win-win-win. Tiger student athletes win in the NIL landscape, Coaching for Literacy wins by engaging Tiger student athletes in this monumental cause, and most importantly, elementary students in Memphis receive support to become strong readers. To donate today, visit coachingforliteracy.org/bluff-city.
Were you surprised they weren't in the top 25? I know it doesn't matter.
Yes,
And we say it all
quite
the
frank.
time.
I mean, yes. I don't get it. I mean, like, you doubted them all off season, and then you see that they go to Mizzou, win by 15 on the road in front of a sold-out crowd against Dennis Gates' coach team. And I think Dennis Gates is a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
Usually has a good damn game plan. They did it without their head coach and Penny Hardaway. Rick Stansberry is on the sideline. It's like, if you don't see the upside of this team, I think you're blind. If the Tigers just handle business against Alabama State on Friday, which I totally expect them to, who knows who's going to lose in the top 25? They'll probably just get in by
just by winning the game.
By winning a game and somebody else losing.
Yeah, that's
But no, this team, as far as the AP poll is concerned, they should be in it, but whatever. They got 53 votes. A lot of people had them in their top 25. It just, they missed it by that much, barely.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Y'all, welcome back. Final segment of the show, Inside the Same Brain. Got my guy Parish with me again. Special Thanksgiving edition from the crew of here at Anthony Sain Show. Me, Parish Sharkey, and Kenny Stubblefield. We are your regular Wednesday team for the show. So we're going to do this Thanksgiving thing. Hope you guys are prepared to do your thing on Thursday. To me, Thanksgiving is a huge holiday to me. Christmas is a big deal too. It's probably number 2 on my list. But as a kid, I've always liked the family aspect of Thanksgiving. It's not about gifts. It's really about being reflective. And the older I get, with the losses in my family, lost my mom, lost my dad, lost a couple aunts, ton of uncles, every Thanksgiving means more and more. Because I think, and I'm saying all that really to say this, there's a lot of trendy Thanksgiving-ish things going around. You got Friendsgiving, which is typically a women's thing. I don't really know if it's friends and whatever, Friendsgiving. People do that. Then you got Mensgiving, and guys are getting slammed for doing that. I saw some nasty-ass Freaksgiving shit today. I don't know if you saw that. You see that on Twitter, Kenny? It was super nasty. It was about Twitter.
I saw Wingsgiving.
Yeah, Wingsgiving and like this Freaksgiving thing I saw. I just called it Freaksgiving. I don't know what they was doing. It was like the dudes that were catering the food were like dropping like nasty shit all of these women's mouth and twisting bananas in their mouth and tongue kissing. I'm like, man, this is gross.
You need to clean out your
my cachet, huh? Yeah, exactly. My algorithms is nasty.
Your algorithm is algorithming.
For real. But it's like all these different things, man. Those things are cool. If y'all do those things, great. But I just hope that we all don't forget the original essence of Thanksgiving. Use this opportunity to spend time with your family that you may not see, like for Gabe, especially since I co-parent. I make a big deal to make sure he sees sides of my family, both sides of my family, you know what I mean? And that, like I said, my cousin Jennifer, when I was growing up as a kid, my mom and my aunts would get together and collab and put together the coldest, what's it called? Potluck ever when it come down to Thanksgiving, man. My aunts would get together and make shit happen. Like it would be the coldest collaboration ever. And right now, my cousin, who's younger than me, she hosts Thanksgiving dinner now, pretty much on her own. She doesn't have anybody bring anything. And when I say she's tapped into the ancestors, I mean, she's over there channeling spirits, man, because she's channeling my grandmama, my mama, my aunts, everybody. Like, she's holding it down for sure, man. And it's a big deal because I only have one aunt that's alive right now. So Thanksgiving is a big deal to me as far as that goes. So I just wanted to know, like, I'm gonna give it y'all on the funny part when we start talking about the food thing, especially because we got my non-melanated brother Kenny Stubblefield here. But I just wanted to say that, like, I'm not gonna tell any of you. That's my inside the same brain thought. All the friends givings and I don't have a family givings and all that type of stuff. Those things are cool, but don't forget the essence of what you're supposed to be doing, because I think that a lot of times we kind of neglect the importance of legacy, family, your ancestors, people who paved the way for you. And I can just think of just fire ass stories I've had told to me. Like Gabe took his first steps. Gabe would not walk for shit when he was a little baby, man. Gabe would not take his first steps for nothing. Gabe took his first steps walking to my aunt, who looks just like my mom that Gabe never met before.
Wow.
And man, I cried like a baby when Gabe did it. Like Gabe would not walk, bro. Like Gabe wouldn't walk for shit. My auntie, she's from the country. Oh, bring him here. He'll walk. Me shake these keys. My aunt started shaking her keys, and Gabe walked his little fat ass over there to my aunt. You know what I mean? Like, dude, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, you won't walk for shit. He got up and took his first steps walking to my aunt. You know what I mean? Who looks like my mom. It's almost like I was waiting on this to walk. Right. Damn all y'all. You know what I mean? So I can just think of so many just magical moments of Thanksgiving, man.
I like to watch my parents, man. We still do our family stuff. My parents are still in good health. I have 2 sisters and a lot of nieces and nephews, and a large portion of our immediate family lives out of the state.
Right.
And so they come into town for holidays and things like that. And it's cool, man. Like, I'll just kind of sit back, and because those times can be super exhausting, right? Like, it's just exhausting to be constantly on the go. Like tonight, I have to go somewhere immediately after here because I have family in town. But I love sitting back and watching my parents as they see all of their tribe.
Yeah, man.
In the room.
Yeah.
Like, it's super dope. Like, you know, you can just see it in my dad and my mom's face. They're like, this is life, man. Like,
this is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about.
Yeah. I saw, I don't know, I was watching some macho podcast show. I don't know. It wasn't that I was watching. It was like a clip that kind of went around. And whoever the guy that was talking, he was talking about legacy, right? Because you see a lot of stuff about, I'm not trying to offend, but you'll see a lot of stuff we'll say where, like, there's a women's movement where, like, I don't need a man. I'm fine by myself. You know, I'm a boss. I go do this. I take trips. I do that. Yeah. And somebody was talking about they went to their grandmother's house for whatever holiday or whatever reason. And he said he could just see the look on his grandmother's face to see her lineage there, like her kids, her grandkids. He said, I never heard my grandmama tell a story about where she worked. Like, I never heard her talk about the kind of money she made, or trips she went on, or any of that stuff, or clothes she was able to buy. Or, like, I've never heard those type of stories from my grandmother. All she talks about is her legacy, her lineage when she's there. Right. So that's why I say just enjoy those moments, man, like with your family. It's a big time thing. A few years ago, Kenny, I made a list of food. That I made a post about the difference between Black Thanksgiving and White Thanksgiving, and it went mega viral, bro. Like, viral to the point where I've seen 1 million people copy and paste it and, like, screw the list up, put a lot of cornball stuff on there. Ricky Smiley, I borrowed it. I'll say that. Ricky Smiley borrowed it on his show. I've seen people kind of act it out on TikTok videos now. Like, act out the list, like the difference between Black people Thanksgiving and white people Thanksgiving, which is different, bro, because y'all be having dogs and cats on the table and, like, y'all.
You don't?
Hell no, bro. Y'all enjoy it simply pretty small. Like, you know, it's, you know, mom, dad, you know, whoever. We gonna have boyfriends, baby mamas, all kind of coworkers. Right, you know, we gonna have, you know, play cousins, you know, friend of the family. We gonna have all kind of shit going on, bro. Y'all shit be simple. And I want to say, y'all start at about 12 and be done at 1. Man, Black people Thanksgiving, we start about 4:30.
Nah, it be they start the night before, but we don't eat till 4.
Right. We be, man, that just go to about midnight. We shooting dominoes. We having.
Nah, I do appreciate a couple years ago, my stepmama, she made me and my stepsister cook. And she got us up at like 7:30 in the morning, basically coached us on cooking Thanksgiving. When I tell you we were done at 11 in time for the first game.
Man, bro.
That was the first time ever.
But Black folks, we just do shit different, man. But Kenny, y'all be eating some nasty shit for Thanksgiving, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Hey, man.
Come on, what is a typical what did Thanksgiving look like in the Stubblefield home?
Well, we already had our Stubblefield family Thanksgiving a few nights ago.
All right.
So I'll give you the menu.
Okay. You already had it.
Oh yeah.
All right, come on.
Turkey,
All right.
smoked turkey. My dad makes it every year.
Okay.
He smokes it every year.
They know in
And-
the black people house, you can go have a couple types of turkey.
Yeah,
on the
you
table.
know.
All right.
We so that
amongst,
turkey. He
amongst 4 or 5 other meats on the table.
he had a smoked turkey, and it was probably in terms of power rankings of his turkeys over the years, was probably top 3. It was
Shit.
phenomenal.
All right, come on.
Then we had ham, obviously.
Are you a turkey guy though?
If you had to make me choose between turkey and ham, I'm choosing ham. But I like turkey.
I'm a turkey guy. If it's made right.
I'm a turkey guy,
Yeah, I
too.
like a good ass turkey, bro. But go ahead.
What I like with turkey is the next day.
Yeah.
The sandwiches, the other things you can do, like the soups that you make with it, the extra leftover. We had turkey, ham, spaghetti.
All right, now hold on, kid. You sound you sound a little melanated over there. You said the spaghetti on the table. All right, go ahead.
What
Bro.
y'all got in this? What y'all had in the spaghetti?
Was meat in the spaghetti?
Yeah.
Okay.
When do you?
You might not be the best example for this, man.
Yeah.
But go
Who
ahead,
doesn't
man.
put meat in
All
spaghetti?
right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Then we had
How many casseroles I had on the table?
hash brown potato casserole.
Yeah, there you go.
That my
That's
wife
y'all shit right there.
that my wife made.
Yeah, that's
and
y'all
let me
shit.
tell you what she. Hey, let me give you a sneaky tip.
It
All
does
right.
sound good. I ain't gonna lie, though.
You know how you do. You know how you put cornflakes in
Start
the hash
using the Cracker
brown.
Barrel in them.
The hash brown potato casserole. Tracy made it this year. She went
Big
to
responsibility in the wife family. Who's in charge of the casserole?
1,000%.
All right, go ahead.
She was
All right.
sweating. So we get there, we're scooping that junk out, and people are eating. I mean, people are killing it. Like, I mean, it is gone. First thing gone was the
White
hash
people
brown.
and cheese. Y'all gonna
Yeah,
make that
we
cheese
love
out
it.
of Hey,
We
go
love
ahead.
it. Potatoes, cheese, and
Buddha hole, man.
cornflakes.
Clawing up like a mother screwing around.
Listen,
Go
listen. And it was like it just tasted. It hit different. It was just
No.
tasted crazy good.
Yeah.
Turns out she accidentally got the honey flavored cornflakes. instead
Oh,
of the
man.
man.
It set it off, though.
Yeah,
Set it off. We had green bean casserole.
Yep, that's our shit, too. Green bean casserole. We don't eat that shit.
We had corn casserole with jalapenos.
No, we don't eat no.
Casserole. I don't know about
We don't
that.
eat that
I ain't
either.
heard that.
That sounds kind of hype, though. I don't want this
Like,
shit on
we've done
Thanksgiving.
green bean casserole in my family, but
What else you got,
We had.
I know y'all had some mashed potatoes on that goddamn table. Mashed potatoes were on there.
I honestly don't think we had mashed potatoes. I
Okay.
don't like mashed potatoes, so I wouldn't.
Sound like Cap, but all
I
right.
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
But y'all's Thanksgiving was your household, all right?
Well, we have like 25 people in our immediate family, so yeah,
Okay.
and we ain't got my parents they don't have a house that can hold.
Oh, we don't either. But we just be doing this shit.
now, like last year, so my uncle he owns a business. He had an office. We had his office.
No.
His business office last year.
Anthony, real talk, we had 25 people in our home, in my parents' home, and 6 dogs
At the table, dogs at the table
Dog-
with a
what?
bib on,
with the bib on,
with a suit, with a
suit
with
on.
clothes on.
Yeah, man. Our main thing, honestly, at our family is, man, our desserts are killer, man. Our desserts are crazy.
List them off.
So my dad is a pie connoisseur. He
Yeah.
makes all of his pies homemade. The crust, everything is homemade, top to bottom, everything. So we had cherry, apple, pumpkin,
Sweet potato.
We knew they were gonna say pumpkin.
no sweet potato.
Knew it.
It be
we
them
go.
certain things okay, dressing or stuffing. What y'all do?
Okay,
You already know.
that's a geography thing.
Yeah,
it's the
it's
same
dressing.
thing. It's dressing.
With meat in it, right?
Yeah.
And give the gravy.
Gotcha.
Oh, gravy, absolutely.
Yep.
Eggs in the dress. Eggs in the gravy. I mean,
I don't know.
You just say
I guess not. Maybe. I don't
You
know.
don't make it.
all right, come on.
We had my sister made some fire banana pudding.
Okay.
Oh, so
Fire.
y'all got 5 banana pudding. Okay.
That's my favorite dessert of all time.
How they make the banana pudding?
Right.
Ask my sister. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever it is, she
It ain't like no Jello pudding
It
with some
got
cookies
banana
in it.
wafers in there, right?
Cut up banana.
No. It's killer. It's killer.
All right, now gotta have that
So-
custard going. You gotta boil that junk. Start off hot now. All right.
There was a lot.
Let me know you want us to get up when you passing the mic, man. Cause it's
I'm
gonna
passing
be
the mic over.
It
Yeah,
might
I'm
be a
passing-
2-hour podcast.
Man,
man.
y'all sitting here asking me.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Go for it.
Bro,
Tell me.
man, we coming with the fried turkey, baked turkey, smoked turkey, shit. What else? We got roast beef, shit, ham, honey baked ham, shit, chitlins, goddamn it, fried chicken, man. Hold on, macaroni and cheese, bro, Alfredo, spaghetti, rotel, hey,
Rotel Thanksgiving.
meatballs. Bro, we be eating up some shit, man. Greens, you got greens, bro?
No greens.
Oh man, we cover
we got
greens.
greens.
Oh man, green beans.
Casserole or no casserole? Green bean casserole.
We do like a sweet potato casserole with like
yams,
with
like
the like walnuts, some being
Yeah, we
pecans
did
or
that last
something,
year.
and some kind of
No, it's
glaze
like-
or something.
You
That
put
shit be hit.
marshmallows on top of it?
I think they do be on there.
last year. Yeah.
Man, it be so much food going on in the black household, man. It's gonna be like 4-5 different meats, pizza, fried fish. And
I was about to say. So this year, it's one of the few years my family really are not actually coming together. But my mother-in-law lives with me and my wife, so
Yeah.
she's saying this year she's doing fried fish.
Man,
she's
bruh.
frying fish this year.
if you go to a black Thanksgiving, bro, you gonna see about 3-4 pastas. You might see lasagna, spaghetti, and Alfredo, and macaroni and cheese, bro, all at the same time, bro. All on the same
At the
table.
same time.
At the same
On
table,
the
bro.
same plate.
Real talk, that be going down for sure.
I love it.
Y'all do kids table too, though, right? Y'all don't let kids sit at the table with the grown folks.
No, heck no. We do
Oh,
kids
okay.
table.
All right, we could have the last supper table. It could be room for you at the table. Just because you was a kid, now go sit in their little card table. Take a little age. Now you don't come up here.
They got their own table.
They got their own table for sure, man. But however y'all do it, man, make sure y'all do it big for Thanksgiving, man. And we appreciate you guys. Everybody who checks in every week, checks us out. People who are sharing the stuff. The audio podcast, y'all listening, man. We appreciate y'all as well. Can't really track how many of y'all that is, but we know y'all out there in numbers, man, for sure. Because when that joint day ain't working, they get at us on Twitter. Like, if somebody say, I hear some white boys on this joint.
Yeah.
1 week it got switched up with the guys with Tigers on tap. It's like, I can hear some white boys on your joint, bro. But,
I think that's the wrong
Man,
pattern.
yeah.
That ain't Sain's voice.
somebody said, man, you better took the week off or something, man. I said, no, man. But Kenny switched me up, man. They straight ain't even let you go. No, man, I'm good, man. I think I'll be here for a minute. But yeah, man. For Parish Sharkey, for Kenny Stubblefield behind the glass, man. We appreciate y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, and we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.